Good afternoon and welcome to another CVMSDC virtual capabilities briefing with our guests today from Gray Matter Solutions. I'm your host and moderator, VK Fields of the PR Pros team. We have another informative session planned for you today with Krish Arud. As a reminder, all of our audience participant lines are automatically muted. However, you can submit a question using the question box feature in the GoToWebinar dashboard on your screen. Also, today's session is being recorded and will be available for you to review later and share with your colleagues. You can view the recording from the CVMSDC website at cvmsdc.org/webinars. And now I'm pleased to introduce our CVMSDC President and CEO, Dominique Milton, to open up today's session. Good
Thank you
morning,
so much,
Dominique.
Valerie.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Valerie. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to VCB. We have developed the virtual capability briefing so that our MBEs can present their capabilities to our corporate partners virtually. So today we are pleased to offer a VCB with Gray Matter Solutions. If anyone is interested in participating in a VCB in the future, please email us at info@cvmsdc.org. So with no further ado, I have today with me Krish Arud. Krish is Director of Enterprise Solutions at Gray Matter Solutions. He has a master's degree in industrial engineering from Wichita State University, and he has experience developing and delivering solutions which have helped customers manage mission critical processes. And also he has managed teams across geographies. Krish enjoys spending time with his family in the park and biking and playing soccer. So without further ado, welcome, Krish.
Thank you. Thanks, team, for this opportunity. And we really appreciate everyone making time in attending this webinar. It means a lot to us. And I can start my presentation.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go off screen, Krish. I'll leave you and I'll come back when it's Q&A time. How about that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let me quickly give an introduction about our company. Gray Matter Solutions LLC. We are a Carolina-based company. We are registered in North Carolina, and we have offices in Greenville, South Carolina, in Bangalore, in India, and in Singapore. We are an IT solutions and a service provider. We have products which we have developed on our own, in-house homegrown applications, products which are delivered and delivered to various customers. And we also cater to various needs, IT needs from different clients. We can offer domestic, nearshore, and offshore consulting services as well, based on the need of the customers. And we have a rich portfolio of our own products. And we also work with our co-innovative partners to develop some applications which are used or which are in need in the market from different customers. Our main goal is to give a cost-effective solution and product without compromising on the quality. Well, as we progress in our presentation, I'll go over the products that we have and how customers have benefited out of it. And also, you can also see how how cost effective they are, and also what kind of impact it has on the quality in their process. Can I go to the next slide, please? All right. Yeah, so you can see our portfolio of products and services that we have to offer, right from automation to mobility to ERP, SAP implementation development, Oracle Apex development and support, application maintenance, data migration, and also system integration. Because these are because these are one of the key aspects what a client requires from any kind of a system integrator or a solution provider. This is where we stand. We not only have our own products, we also implement products which are available from the OEMs. based on the need of the customer. So that is our differentiator. So we also give them cost-effective and most efficient products and also services without compromising on quality. So this is one of the major differentiator, because you can see in the market you will have companies who offer only services, purely staff augmentation, or only products. But we come in as a company who can help the customers based on their needs. Since we have our own products, we can position our products based on their requirement. Also, we integrate the OEM products into their processes or application based on their needs. And there are instances where we have helped customers with staff augmentation as well. So that is how we stand apart from our competition. Can we go to the next slide, please? Thanks. Right. So here, just to reiterate what I talked about earlier, you can see there are some products which are fully owned by us, and the ones which we have developed in collaboration and also in a co-innovation mode, and also some of the products which are which we have re-implemented, or which we are resellers or implementation partners. So right from automation to mobility applications, we cater to various needs of the customer. And you can also see that, the way we operate, the way we work, we kind of encourage partnership and collaboration, collaborative ecosystem. Because what happens is, we might have a customer who is one of our top customers, and they might need a solution which we might not be able to deliver it end to end. So it can be some hardware, or it can be some sensors, or some kind of a software, automation software, that we have to work in conjunction with. So that's when we have worked in in a collaborative mode, where the customer is open for consortium model, where we come in and we propose the end-to-end solution to the customer, make sure that they don't have to hunt for different parties, different companies for various technologies. But we, in our ecosystem, we'll try to find a partner who can enable the success of the project. So that's how we operate, we work. And we have also played a part of a collaborator for our other partners, where they needed some kind of system integration help. Like, say for example, I can give an example. There was a system integrator company, a main-based company, who were trying to integrate Maximo with one of the third-party application called as the maintenance checklist. So they wanted integration work that need to be happened. So our partner in Maine, they are a core IBM Maximo expert, but they didn't have that integration expertise where they can integrate this maintenance checklist application with Maximo. So we came in and we delivered that integration platform, and it works seamlessly, perfect, and which end of the day it met the need of the customer. So that's how we play both. We work with our partner ecosystem to make sure that the end goal is met as per the customer needs are. In a nutshell, our core competency is what this slide talks about. We are into advisory, we call it as ACIO services. We're into an advisory capacity. We are into consulting capacity, implementation, AMS, and optimization, because we have played these roles with various customers. Say for example, for in the advisory capacity, we had a customer across in India, where they wanted to have they are dealers for a certain automotive company, and they wanted to have some kind of a warehouse management, inventory, dealer portal management solution. So we based on their requirement, we played the role of an advisory, where we were a part of the selection of the ERP which would fit their business need. And of course, consulting is something that consulting and implementation, that is something that we do more, where we go in and work with the customer to look at their existing IT roadmap, to look at their current as-is condition, and then implement the best possible solution as per their needs are. So it can be, it is spread across technologies, not just ERP, web and mobile application, IoT, to name a few. And AMS is annual maintenance contract, where we have served or we are having a couple of AMS contracts with Fortune 1000 companies, where we manage their entire ERP infrastructure for a period of 3 years. So their entire end-to-end solution is managed by our company. And of course, optimization is something that we try to do, or that's one of the main core competency of our company, where the products that we innovate, that we develop, and we push it to our customers as per their needs. All right. So let me talk a little bit about the roadmap, the IT roadmaps, or the IT roadmap in the current industry, what every company is after. So now everyone is after digitization and automation. So digitization and automation have to be embraced by all customers to be competitive in this current market. So it is even though if they might be the market leaders, but if they don't offer digitization and automation, they would be left behind from the competition. You can see you have various examples, and you have various case studies that you can find. So you have to go with the technology. So we, as a technology company, as a system integrators company, we have these 4 waves that we offer to the customers. Wave 1, it can be it's from your mobility part. That's what we offer, where we have a boutique of mobile products which the company can embrace. And the wave 2 is the soft automation, that is you're automating your process, your repeated process, which takes tons of man hours that could be automated and can save a lot of not just soft cost, even the hard cost is saved. And wave 3 is your industrial IoT, your predictive maintenance, and Internet of Things, Industry 4.0, where you kind of before something fails, you predict, and then you make your decisions based on that. And then wave 4 is your security and your fraud prevention, that is much more needed in this world post COVID. There is a study that there is a lot of fraud which is happening throughout. Stealing, it can be stealing of technology, stealing of your IP or your company specific proprietary data. So we also work with the OEMs to implement these foolproof solutions which can help the customers in fighting this fraud prevention. Well, this is what we have to offer. That doesn't mean that company has to go through these 3 waves. Based on the digital journey that they are into, they can be at any place in their digital journey. So they can pick and choose from the boutique of products and services and solutions that we offer. And these can be positioned for for whatever business processes they are into, or their entire enterprise as a whole. Like say for example, they want to go over, they want to just implement some kind of a fraud prevention solution to your finance module. So we can implement that fraud prevention and BioLock or HoloCore solutions, where you can know that John Doe is John Doe who is releasing your purchase order, right? So just to move over, this is a list of mobile solutions what we have in our kitty. These are most of these are SAP certified. What it means is SAP, they are one of the largest ERPs in the market, and they have vetted these solutions, and then they said these are certified solutions which can be used, right? So right from enterprise asset management to quality management to customer service to health and safety to your maintenance checklist application, we have a boutique of mobile applications which companies can use. which pretty much can save your company a lot of money, not just in your soft cost, but in your hard cost as well. Because what happens is if you don't make a mobile application like a user friendly, or if you don't make a simple user interface for your employees to enter the data, you are getting in trash into your database, because companies make a significant amount of investment in their database, in their ERP, but what they lack is making it a user friendliness, making it easier to interface with this mobile applications. We make sure that it is of the highest level of security. Data encryption and decryption is implemented. User interface is intuitive. It is user friendly, and you can access all document management, like meaning like OEM specs, any kind of pictures and images relevant to those assets or to your company is available on your mobile application. And it also works in online and offline mode. So I can just give an use case where a customer wanted to quickly react to a breakdown situation. You're empowering your end user with information on hand with your mobile applications. They can look at your bill of materials. They can look at the picture attached to it. They can order the right part, so the part is delivered to your breakdown asset. So in that way, they can react faster to your breakdowns, and in that way, your equipment is up and running, and you're making sure that you are reacting faster to your breakdowns. To move on, this is another product what we have. It's called as Tulip. It's our automation framework for intelligent robotic process automation and conversational artificial intelligence and digital workforce. So now what's happening is with the technology being enhanced, or with the technology improvements that you see, you need technology to help a human to perform better, react faster to the situations, right? So there might be some repetitive processes also involved, where the company is investing people to do the same actions over and over and again. So we have come up with a framework which will through which you can automate these processes. I can go over a couple of use cases. This is for one of the spirits firm, Bacardi, and where you have your maintenance planners who dig out reports for certain assets, and then they run reports, they extract it in Excel, they create their own pie charts, Paretos, and then they publish it. It's a repetitive process. We have developed these bots which will extract these data values, and then they would create these reports, and this would be pushed in an email format to your management. So what happens is, now you are not relying on your planners to run your reports. And another use case is pretty much typical in most of the companies, where you have your username and password being reset. Usually they'll have an help desk. They'll have someone sitting at your taking these calls, setting up the usernames and passwords. So again, you are investing so much of man hours into it, and all these processes can be automated with this automation framework. So again, this is not just extended to SAP, but in SAP, which is one of the leading ERPs, we have our differentiators that will be listed in our next slide, and from our competitors, where this is in a conventional bot creation in SAP, you need to have a lot of coding which goes in place for each and every use case. You need to develop your own code, your own bot, and then set it up. But whereas in our framework, it is much more generic and user friendly. So we have an inbuilt framework which will help the customers to create these bots. It can be for various processes, not just one process in your can be maintenance or quality or production. It can be finance related, it can be logistics related, it can be controlling related. or it can be purely management related. So we have these bot creation which can be rapidly built rather than inputting like a lot of man hours in coding and creating those bots. Here you can see clearly where we stand, the differentiators from the market, which is UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Contexter, where we stand, and it clearly says we stand out from them. And there are some instances with some customers where we had to compete against them, and where the customers had to pick our automation framework over the others in the market. So say for example, Bacardi, we went through a couple of vetting process where they had to pick us over UiPath. So that would be a great reference for us. Moving on to the next slide. IoT. IoT is this is something which any manufacturing industry currently in the market is after: predictive maintenance. So our platform is called as PrismX. It is basically, it is like, we are connecting your assets to your ERP, and connecting your mobile application with your IoT platform. So what happens is, currently in the maintenance world, most of the work happens in a reactive mode. So then there is a preventive mode, and then there is a predictive mode. So the company would want to work in a predictive mode where they want to capture the failures before it happens, based on certain machine parameters which they collect in their SCADAs and HMIs. And we have a business intelligence engine called as Prismax, where it will collect all these data, and based on the thresholds that we would have maintained, it would send out an information out to ERP. It can be your SAP, and it can be your Maximo, and from there it can automatically push to your mobile application to the technician who is responsible to manage that asset. So now you are kind of predicting the failure and reacting faster to the situation. So this is like an out of the box plug and play applications that we have, and it comes with a rich IT benefits and business benefits. IT benefits, it can be a simple infrastructure. You don't need additional skills. You don't need, we try to work with the OEMs, whatever technology they are into. It can be SAP, it can be Maximo. It comes with a huge business benefit where you have 20-30% of your times from the workers are saved because of this administrative issues that we have. Like, you're empowering the user to input information from their mobile application rather than them finding a computer and then keying in. So you are saving a lot of time over here. That means that you're increasing your wrench time, not your administrative time. So it comes with a lot of business benefits as well as your IT benefits. AMS offering that we have.
So Krish, let's jump to your customer slide, because we're running out of time. So I want to make sure you get to that. VK,
Sure.
Can you forward us to the customer slide, the logos? Sorry to cut you off, Krish, but I just need you to be able to get this part in. And then I want to open up to questions. There's a slide with all the logos on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Speak to the slide.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you can see here, the customers whom we are serving. This is a list of few customers whom we serve right now, and they're spread across geographies, across verticals. And you can see that, we're not just confined to just maintenance or, just manufacturing. You can see we cater to chemical industries, airports, mining, pharmaceutical, and automotive, and utility in general. So we are, like I said, our core competency is helping customers with their IT needs. We don't have just our own products, but we also play the part of a system integrator and in an advisory capacity, where we help customers meet their IT goals, and in a cost-effective way, and also in making sure that we take care of the quality as well. You can just see the list of customers whom we have, and there is no compromise in the quality, and we have great references to provide as well.
Outstanding. So I see that you have a broad range of customers, which is outstanding. And I like when you said you provide end-to-end solutions, and a lot of it is collaborative. And so That's what makes you different than others. The fact that you have proprietary solutions, you can build solutions customized to the customer, and it can be end to end. So
Sure.
as we get ready to close, I want to bring in some questions from our audience. One is, one question I have before we go to the audience is, you talk a lot about SAP and ERP that resonates in your slide. Would you consider yourself an SAP centric company? And we can bring Sapreet back. Sapreet,
Yeah,
you want to come back online, Sapreet?
Sure. This is Supreet here. So I'll take that question. So even though we talk about SAP being our core expertise, that doesn't restrict us from working on other different technologies. We do have expertise of all kinds in-house, and also given a short period of notice, we can always collaborate and bring a team or work with our other partners to get the job done.
Okay. Okay, great. Valerie, do you have any questions from the field?
Yes, we do have a question about maintenance. The question is, you appear to be maintenance intensive. Do you provide services in other areas?
Yeah, I'll take this question, Valerie. Yes, we are maintenance intensive, but that doesn't restrict us from working on other products. Currently, we have been able to build a lot of products and solutions from the scratch as and when the customer demands it, or for the necessity of them. So we work with both the models, meaning building something from the scratch and also maintaining what is already existing.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you. And Dominique, we do have one final question.
Okay.
And it is, I am a small business owner and cannot afford SAP. How can you help me?
Sure. We work closely with all kinds of customers. We have worked with small businesses, mid-sized businesses, and also with the Fortune 500 companies. Depending on their needs, what we do is we go through this requirement gathering session where we get all the necessary requirements, and we tailor build custom solutions for them. And it will not be like one size fits all, and we always make sure that we keep the cost low and provide a better solution.
Excellent. Excellent.
Just to add to
Thank
that, just to add to that, we have a customer in Maryland, Frederick, Image Direct. So they wanted an application to to track their COVID impact in their facility. So this is something that we propose on Oracle Apex, where through which they are using this application to make sure that when the employees come in, they're coming in healthy, and when they every day they take the temperature, they record it, and then they make sure they keep track of the sanitization that happens in their area, and all the records are kept intact. So meaning that as an employer, they're playing their part to being responsible, and as an employee is playing their part, just coming in healthy, and then in that way everyone is playing their part to make sure that business goes on. So this is something that they asked us, what do we do? They need a cost efficient solution, and what is the technology. So we played that role, and then we developed it, and then we gave it to them. So that's the kind of work that we do.
So you must have been reading my mind, because I looked on the mobile app slide and I saw that you had a COVID app. So that's the COVID app that you're talking about? Exactly. That's exactly how.
Yes, that is we have one for SAP customers, and for customers like smaller players who cannot afford SAP, and a much more cost efficient way, Oracle Apex is the solution that we have provided for them. So we can cater to all different sizes of market.
That's perfect. A perfect way to close out. So I ask my final closing question. We should call Gray Matter Solutions when we have what problem? And answer this from the customer standpoint. If you want BMW, if you want Boeing as a customer, when should they call you? When they have what problem?
I can take this call.
Okay.
So basically, we are a digitization company. So we can walk with any customer moving their day-to-day chores to be more digitalized, and we can help them accomplish through the great variety of tools we have, and also help them with automating the processes and making sure that the data stays secure. And we can do all of this, keeping the cost low and provide the best service from us.
Outstanding. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you all for joining our VCB today. We've been here with Gray Matter Solutions with Krish and Supreet. And if you need to get in contact with them, I think there's a slide that you can put up, VK, with their contact information. While VK is putting that slide up, I want to make sure everybody is aware that you can visit our calendar at cvmsdc.org for future webinars and to sign up for our events. Please save the date for December 2nd and 3rd, where we will have our Re-Emerge event, where we're focused on our Business Opportunity Conference and our MBE Summit. They've been combined together. We have a tremendous lineup of speakers, workshops, and we have matchmaking and general matchmaking, and we have also added construction matchmaking. So plan to be present in this very powerful event. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a 2-day event, but it's come in, come out, join a workshop that you want to join, come to the matchmaking that you wanted to attend, so you're not, engrossed for the entire full 2 days. It's as you want to attend the sessions that we have to offer. But don't miss this year-end event. It will help you to pivot into 2021, Re-Emerge. Thank you so much for joining us today. And finally, if you're interested in a VCB session for yourself as an MBE, you can email us at info@cvmsdc.org. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us, and have a fantastic day.
Thank you. Thanks for this.